Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's been 2 years, but Boys Planet is finally back, and I wasn't gonna watch this, but I ended up caving like 3 weeks, no, I think 4 weeks later after the show premiered. So I watched the audition episodes and the signal test episodes, so that's what I'm gonna talk about. I haven't seen the recent episodes, so I'm gonna watch those and then make maybe a video after that. So yeah, first talk about the sea trainees because there isn't gonna be that much to talk about since they wiped more than like half of them out. So I was taking notes on the trainees, and there's only like a couple relevant trainees that I could really talk about. So the first one's gonna be Hong Hai. You guys know he was a contestant on the first season, and I really liked him there. I think I even voted for him a couple times, and my dear, he's so loved on this channel. He's gonna be my top 8 for now, just because I like him. I know who he is. And during his audition scared me, I'm not gonna lie, because the beginning I think even the audience was a little scared, like what's going on. Like he didn't sound the greatest, but I think it's because it wasn't in his range. But then once that chorus began, oh, he did so good. I hope he continues to get a good edit. Like I need him to be successful this time around because in season one he didn't really get like a good showing. So I really hope they focus on him and build him up throughout the season. And then the next trainee after that was, well, actually the first trainee that they showed us. I just talked about Hong Ai first because he's the one I know. Was Zhang. He was the sexy boy, the one that when he walked in, his whole thing is like, "I'm sexy." My whole thing is sexy. Like very reminded me much of Ricky from last season with his catchphrase. What was it? Tall and handsome, rich and something like that. I don't even remember, but everyone talked about it with Ricky, and I feel like he's trying to do it this time with like the word sexy. So yeah, he came and he auditioned with a couple other people. His was the first audition up, so I was like kind of excited because usually the first audition is like really good. But this one didn't impress me that much. Besides the sexy boy, Zhang Jing, his other teammates I feel like didn't really stand out to me that much. And then he was good. I think he's like decent. I would like to keep seeing him grow throughout the show. But then during the signal song test, I feel like they were setting my boy up for wanting to practice alone. And I don't know why they dropped him because I feel like maybe because of his attitude. But if we're going through the signal test song performance alone, I don't think he deserved to be dropped. I thought he did fine to keep his 2 stars. I hope we keep seeing him a little longer. I hope he doesn't get eliminated in the next wave because I think he's interesting and I think we need some interesting people because this season I feel like it's getting rid of so many of the interesting people early. Next is the chromosome trainee Chen Kaiwen. He did get a guitar. Shout out to Rise. It was nice, but I don't think he needed All Stars. I wasn't really a fan of this one. I know he's popular right now, so let's see my opinion changes. But yeah, that's all I have for Chen Kaiwen. The next group up were the Shanghai Boys. That's what I have noted down. I had Fan Jetty, who was being called cute throughout, like before he came up, and then he was the one that got All Stars. I liked him. I'm keeping a tab on him because I liked his performance. And this one also had Chen Bowen, who's singing really good. He's another standout to me through the sea trainings because I know he was even there. He was like kind of scared when all the sea boys were being wiped out. He probably thought he was going home, but he luckily he stayed. Yeah, Chen Bowen and Jetty, I will be keep a tab on them because I like them. The group after that were like the cute short boys group, like the four of them who look like little kids, but they're not even that little. I think they're like 17, 18. But this one really focused on Jia Yang. He was like the cute boy that they kept looking into. So I was kind of shocked that he got all stars because I feel like besides him like really fitting the part, his skills weren't really all there for me. And the rest of his team weren't that great either. So I was just shocked that he was the one who got All Stars. I think they're gonna focus on him throughout the season. So we'll see if he changes that. I would like to see him do like a different concept. Like let's see him do like a darker concept. I think that would be interesting. There were the include trainees who I was so worried about when they said their train time. I think they said like 6 months and 4 months. And I really did not want them to be set up because I thought, their CEO is there. Like I thought this was just gonna be like a joke. But Sen was surprisingly really stable. Like I think there's potential there. I liked him. I thought he was very good during his audition. And he's like he could sing. Like he could sing a little bit. Like give him some more training. I feel like something could be explored there. But for the other guy he was with was Jia Zhao, I think his name was. He didn't do that great, but no stars was crazy. I feel like they just wanted to have that no stars moment with the CEO. So They should have let him pass. I think I would have been interesting to see him like a 1 star. We don't have that many people we're focusing on the side, so I feel like he could have been one that we could focus on, but fortunately, they didn't think so. Next one up was one of my favorites was hengyu. He has a sad backstory about being from a small group that ended up getting neglected. So this is like his last chance because he's been working like in Korea like part time, and he was singing and dancing so well. I was so shocked because I was like, ooh, like maybe the talent is not there, but the talent is there. It's like right. Even this the CEO who said like they met each other at a music show once and he didn't remember him. Well, now he's gonna remember him because he had one of the best performances, especially like solo. Like I think he had top three performance auditions. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where he goes from here. It was definitely one of my favorite performances from both sides. So he might be in my top eight. Next up was another one of my personal favorites for maybe different reasons was Jack and Nian Boheng. Jack was just such a character. These 2 episodes I really liked. And I feel like so much personality was just taken out so early. I think I would have loved to see Jack stayed just a little bit more. Like, is he the most talented boy ever? No. But this show loves focusing on the growth and development of the trainees, and I would have loved to see Jack like really explore, experience the survival show. So I'm really sad that he ended up leaving. I feel like he was just so funny, and I'm kind of sad that we're not gonna see it. I don't care that he's tone deaf. Okay. And then we also have Neon Bohang, who was part of his audition. He has a really, really deep voice. I was kind of shocked. I thought he was maybe like playing it up. He still might be, but he was really good on in his audition. I thought he was like very charismatic, a really good performer. It makes sense to me why during the signal test he was one of the candidates for the killing part on the seaside. I thought he was really good. Um, we need to see if he could sing though. I don't know if he can sing because I feel like all we've done is rapping. I feel like he's done like talk singing, but can you sing? We'll see. I'm excited to see him. He's on my list for sure. Next up were the handsome boys. I guess I didn't write down their city, but they just kept calling them the two handsome boys. Their outfits reminded me of Over Me from last season with Zhang Hao, Ricky, Jay, all of them. So yeah, these two, oh, I really like them. Shang Jia, he's really, really talented. But then besides the audition, after that, I feel like he disappeared. I thought we were gonna focus on him a little bit, but he actually like just disappeared. I just remember seeing him like in the background. So I'll be keeping a tab on him because he was really good. As for his partner, Zhou and Jean, he made me a fan. Yep, the audition, I was really good. But it was after that. His story about the signal test and how hard it was, but he really wants to do good, show a good performance. I feel like it was really similar to sangwon on the K side. So yeah, I really like Zhou and Jean. I want to see how he continues to perform. Hopefully, like he's able to like start hitting those notes because I know like during the signal test he was it was like kind of like up and down, but yeah, he's gonna be someone keeping an eye on as well. Next were the Planet C boys that came back from last season, but fortunately their audition wasn't the best. I don't think it was the super bad, but definitely was not there. But they literally still sent all 3 of them home. So goodbye, Christian, Sean Howe. Like y'all barely got a shot. They really played in y'all faces. I'm so upset for you guys, but maybe you'll find something after. I know they both have something else going on now. So last up was the Boy Story group who had been talked about during like the entire time during these auditions. Like everyone was hyped up for them because they have a lot of experience and everyone knew who they were. They were new to me. I did not know who Boy Story was, but I was very impressed by all 3 of them. I was kind of upset that they didn't all get all stars. Like the judges were focusing on other things. Like, why are we focusing on the weight? I didn't even notice that was like really a thing. I thought they all sounded good. They danced good. They were like really good performers. I thought they all deserved all stars, but only one of them got in. Shinlong, and then he was my favorite from this group, so it kind of makes sense why maybe they only gave it to him because he was definitely the favorite for me. And there's like a lot, not I wouldn't even say potential. I would say it's really all there. So yeah, he's another one that might be in my top eight. I don't know yet. And one of these boy story groups actually got eliminated during the single test song. The one that they were talking about his weight, I don't know his name, but I'm pretty sure they eliminated him. So it's only 2 of them. The other one is like the singer of the group. So we'll be keeping an eye on him too. And that's about it for the C trainees. So we can move on to the K side. First up is the IST boys who had donggyu and Shiwen, who really stood out to me. More so donggyu because he was the leader. He took really good care of the group to make sure they had a good audition stage. He was so good during his audition, and he was really stable. He really made me a fan after this. This was a really good first audition for the K side that really had me excited for the episode to come. We will see how that later turned out. But yeah, the IC boys had a really good showing. Dongyu, yep, I'm keeping an eye on you because I really liked you. Next up was MC and D. I don't know this group; they're really new to me, but they were good. I kind of did like the IC boys better. Sorry, but even though Minjae, he had a really good voice, which I like. That was one thing that I noted down. I really liked his tone and I thought he was a really good singer. But the rating was kind of crazy though, because those judges, I feel like they were doing it for the drama, which I don't think it's technically that bad because they are experienced idols, so maybe they should have higher expectations because it's not like you're experienced trainees. You are literally performing on music shows. You're going to these places. Like, I think maybe it's valid for judges to be like, you should be above your peers when not even your peers, trainees. So I think it's kind of valid, but they were fine. Nothing that I thought was extraordinary. Like I said, I did like the IC boys better, but this was a good audition still. Next up were the Q boys. Are we at a middle school? I feel like that's something I'm gonna be saying during this video. Why is there so many little kids this season? I feel like it wasn't this bad during season one of Boys Planet. Like, sure, there were some younger ones, but I feel like there's so many. Like, oh, I'm 2010. Like, oh, I'm still in school. Like, what? What are we doing here? But I was kind of worried that they were gonna be comedic relief, but they were surprisingly good, both of them. I feel like they really focused more on one on than the other, but they're like 15. Like they definitely have the potential there. I don't know if this is gonna be where they debut. I don't think this is gonna be like a Eugen situation, just because I feel like they're not building them up like Eugen and like they were with him. But maybe I could see them debut somewhere in the future. I think they'll definitely like last for maybe the next wave, and then maybe the wave after that. It's gonna be a little scary if they're gonna survive, but I think there is talent there. So it makes sense why maybe they got on the show. Next up was Geonwoo, who I didn't know was the center for the K trainees. I actually knew that. I don't know. I think I maybe saw that on Twitter that he was a K center. So actually, like when I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's the K center. So I had expectations already for saw this show. I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be good. And don't drop me, y'all. He did sweat, at, which is by ZB1. And don't drop me. But why did he do sweat just as good as some of those ZB1 boys? Don't attack me, but it's true. He did so good. He sounded so good. He danced so good. I think he's really solid. He does kind of remind me of Hanbin. Like I know they don't have maybe much in common besides being the K centers. But I feel like he's really solid and like above average in singing, dancing, and that's like how Hambin was. I feel like he's very reliable, very solid. Like he's gonna be someone that other K trainees are gonna be, even C trainees are gonna be able to like talk to about how do I do this, how do I do that. I feel like yeah, I really liked him. He's definitely gonna be a candidate for me because even his signal test was great. I feel like I understand why he became the center. He's like tall, he has that idol look, he's good at everything. So yeah, definitely keeping an eye on Ganwoo. And we're going back to the middle school for the Choco Boys, who are an experienced group, but they only performed once during debut like 3 years ago, and then they never went back to the idol life. Like their company just, I guess, neglected them again, like these terrible companies. So again, I was terrified for them because I was like, "Ooh, like, are you guys good or not? Like, what's going on here?" But their audition was really good. I really like Taejo and Yechan. They were just so young, you know. I want the best for them. But a 2010 liner, like a lot of the other trainees who are like popular are like a little bit older, so it's kind of like, what are we doing with the 2010 liner? But Taejo and Yechan, they're both good. Taejo stood out to me a little bit more. He was really, really good. And even during the single test song, I feel like he once again showed me like, oh, yep, he's good. We're gonna see, but I really like this one. This one I liked better than the Q Boys, but we'll see. We'll see. Like Taejo was just really good. He really impressed me. I'm keeping an eye on him. I don't know if I'm gonna vote for him, but there's potential there. Next up was Park Nuri, the visual boy. They did these so dirty, but hey, you got a spot in Mount House, so it's not gonna be all that bad. Next were the Wake One boys. Hey Tay Ray, look at you coaching the boys. Good to see you. The Wickham boys were fine. Nothing super impressive besides Chingyu, who was a really good dancer. His dancing was good here, and the signal test, but I don't really remember like anything else from this group or any of the other groups. I think some of them were eliminated too. And I don't really remember if Chingu could sing all that well. We'll see. He's also on the younger side, and I know he's like looking up to Yumeki because like they're both dancers. So I don't know. The Week One Boys, there's no Tay Ray or Park Hammond this time around to really like sell me on them this time. So we'll see you. Up is one of my favorites, Kang woojin, who brought his acoustic guitar. He ended up even playing it for the judges, and he has a really nice voice. That's when I was intrigued. I was like, okay, I'm listening. And then he still had the real audition, which was really good. And I know people are gonna be like, he's not the best dancer. I don't care. I don't care that he's not the best dancer. Idol dancing, it's nothing special. Like these idol dances, it's so easy to learn. They literally practice them for weeks and weeks on end to make sure they get it right and synchronize. He could learn those in time. He can sing. He's like one of the better singers throughout the show. So yeah, y'all need to back off him. He's definitely someone in my list. One of my favorites. After that were the Very Very Boys, who had a lot of expectations. I actually have heard of Very Very, but I don't think I've ever listened to their songs. But Kangmin was the one that they really focused on this time around. Because the other two, I feel like they got so little compared to Kangmin. And Kangmin kind of surprised me because I thought he was going to be a visual. That's like what they kept focusing on him. Like, oh, look at him. Like, he's so cute. He has like the visual that people like. But during the season, he was so stable. And he was like such a good dancer, such a good performer. I was like, wait. I think he's gonna be in my lineup. Not sure yet, but he definitely impressed me. And his signal test song was good again too. Like, whoa. Like, why is very very not popular when they have Kangmin? I'm kind of surprised. The only thing that they talked about him is that he's a little short, which is kind of funny. Like, he just wishes he was a little taller. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on Kangmin. The group after that was someone I kind of knew about were Leo and sangwon, just because like I knew of trainee A, like I knew trainee A was like a hype group that didn't end up debuting for some reason, and everyone's been kind of wondering where those boys went. I know like one boy went to Pledis and he ended up debuting with Tias on June. So then Leo and sangwon came, and I know saw a lot of people talking about them like, oh wow, they're back. They even talked about how Sangwon, who kind of gave up. He's kind of been living a regular life now. But then Leo, he went to a company. He wanted to audition for the show, and then he told Sangwon, like, "Come do it with me. Like, let's try to debut together," which I thought was so sweet. I think that's actually kind of cute. Kind of reminds me of Hanbin and Matthew from last season. Like, I don't think it was planned that they were gonna be on the show together, but like that they came together, so I think that's really nice. And this was definitely one of the better auditions of the show. Leo can really sing. I think from what we see, he's probably the best singer here, or at least at the near the top. I'm keeping my eye on because we do need a main vocal for the group. And I don't know who else could fit the main vocal group. I guess we'll just see throughout the show. But he's definitely someone I'm keeping an eye on him. I feel like he didn't get that much after this audition. He got during the single test that he's not able to like remember choreo that well, and like he might not be the best dancer, but Leo, that's fine. We could overlook that for you. Definitely keep an eye on Leo. As for Sangwon, his audition here it didn't move me that much. I thought he was okay. I thought he was definitely more maybe just a good dancer, but I feel like after this, his story about him coming back to the idol life, thinking his dream was over, but Leo got him to come back, and then him like even kind of struggling during the single test, and like he was able to kind of overcome it. I like seeing the determination. I like seeing the growth. Like who? Yes, I fall for the Emma edits just sometimes. Not for the evil edits, but like the underdog edits. I like those. Yeah, he was very similar to Zhou and Jean. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't get the center part for the K side, but kind of makes sense since maybe Gunwoo had a better signal test than Sangwon because Sangwon did kind of mess up a little bit. But yeah, Sangwon's definitely get another eye on. He might make it to my top eight, not sure. Another hyped audition up was Kim Junseo from Way. I think that's how you say that group. He's also a BL drama actor. He did Sweet Venom, which I was shocked because I don't think Sweet Venom is a good audition song. It's just so high pitched. I don't think a lot of people could sound good singing that song. And unfortunately for him, I don't think he sounded amazing. It's just a really hard song, and like you really hear those vocals, and like if they're not good, you kind of just like, ooh, ooh, I don't know, but I don't hold it too much against him because, like I said, it's a really hard song. Also, I like the moment when Kanye was like, I know you from somewhere. He's like, oh, the BL, the BL, which is kind of funny. But his audition, I kind of understand the 2 stars just because, like, the audition did not merit a 3 stars. I feel like he should have picked a better song, but I feel like he's gonna be someone who grows throughout the show. Because even during the single test, they kept him as 2 star. I feel like they're gonna build him up. He's definitely someone that I can see growing during the lineup. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Keep an eye on him. I feel like we'll be seeing a lot of Junseo. Okay, this video is way too long. We're speedrunning these last ones. Nor trainee. He was bright. He was a bright boy who did Gumchi Gum, the Yeonjun song. It was good, but I didn't become a fan. Wake One Hip Hop Chung's Donggyeon. He got a lot of screen time. He was charismatic, and again, didn't become a fan. I don't think he was just okay. After Wake One Hip Hop, where the Wit Boys, we need to save some of these new groups because I liked all 3 of them, especially Jungmin. He has some red in his hair. He kind of reminds me of Park Hanbin. Definitely keep an eye on him. The DKB boys were really good too. I liked Jun and Hui Chen. Last audition was yumeki, who's like really hyped up for being an amazing dancer who even choreographs for other groups in the industry, but now he wants to become an idol. From his audition, you can tell he's really good at dancing. He moves like crazy, but he does lack that vocal training. I don't know how it's gonna go for him since his signal test was better, but the vocals just aren't there completely there. But maybe he's able to lock in and really like try to overcome that. Because he already has performing and dancing a lot. He's really just missing one thing. So it's gonna be interesting to see if he's able to overcome the vocal part. So yeah, that's it for the audition and single test song. They literally wiped out so much contestants. So I'm gonna want to go watch Ep 5 and Ep 6. I already did see a clip of Sangwon performing Whiplash. I feel like that clip went super viral everywhere. So yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of the performances too. I don't have a solid top 8 just yet. I haven't even been voting. I think I'm gonna start voting now. So I'm just gonna list boys in no particular order right now that I really like. donggyu, woojin, sangwon, kangmin, zhou and hengyu. Those are just 6. And then I have a couple other ones who I might put in my top 8. And it's like Neon Boheng, Leo, Jungmin, Jangjia, and Shinlong. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this season, even though I'm kind of late. I'm excited to see what this group comes. I feel like we are getting more of a darker contest, but I don't think it's gonna be like zero based one who are like a little bit more brighter. I feel like this group might be a little bit more darker. Maybe like more like in hyphen. Yeah, something like that. So yeah. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the season so far. I feel like is there a lot of talk about the season? I feel like it's not as popular as season 1 for some reason. I thought it would be more popular. But let me know what you guys think about the trainees, some of the audition stages, what happens to the C trainees, everything like that. And I'll see y'all in maybe 2 days. I think I'm gonna try to post the other video in 2 days. So yeah, peace.